Hey everybody, DeLong Shot Signatures here, doing something a little bit different here. Wanted to talk about an NFL coach who has now been promoted to head coach for the Chicago Bears that I had in my collection. So, of course, that is Matt Eberflus, who signed for me, I think, during the 2019 season. I wrote to a lot of the NFL's offensive and defensive coordinators. Didn't get a ton back, but Eberflus was one of the names that I was able to add to the collection. And the other day, he was announced as the 17th head coach of the Chicago Bears. I put up some of his coaching history on there. I'm not going to go through it all, but it's worth noting that he has worked under Jason Garrett, Eric Mangini, and then, of course, most recently, Frank Reich with the Indianapolis Colts. Um, Obviously comes in with a defensive background, having worked a lot with linebackers, helping Sean Lee become Rookie of the Year, and later on Darius Leonard of the Indianapolis Colts winning Defensive Player of the Year, both at the linebacker position. So he's got his speciality there, and his defenses as a defensive coordinator for the Colts. They were usually above average, never really finishing as like the top defensive unit, but they were definitely good and have helped the Colts be generally close to or in the playoffs the past few years. So I'm not surprised to see him become a head coach at all. I am a little surprised to see him going with the Bears. You would think they would try and focus a little bit more on the offensive side of the ball, especially with Justin Fields and how the whole Mitchell Trubisky era went. But what it really comes down to is coach and culture. So I think they looked at how Frank Reich has done with the Colts, and they've already seen Nick Sirianni have some success. So maybe they're trying to, you know, um, dig into that as well. And we'll see who his assistants are, his coordinators and assistant coaches and everything for the coming season. But I do have another one that I want to share with you guys, but I wanted to very quickly talk about Matt Eberflus becoming the head coach of the Chicago Bears.